Around the turn of the 20th century, Henry Ford's vision of mass-producing automobiles became a reality. One of his first assembly plants was a small three-story building in Detroit. The factory and offices may have totaled a whopping 60,000 square feet. And if you wanted to see how Ford was using this innovative process of making cars affordable to everyone, all you had to do was walk down the street and gaze into the windows. Well, times have certainly changed, and you can see just how much right here in Tennessee. We have one of the world's largest automobile assembly plants here in the middle of the state. Compared to Ford's modest beginning, the Nissan vehicle assembly plant in Smyrna totals about 6 million square feet. And unlike Henry Ford's first place, there are no side streets or windows to peek into to see how it all works.
Hello, here for the tour. Come right in.
So instead of windows, Nissan offers free tours, 2 days a week and 2 each day. They can accommodate about 60 visitors on each tour. You have to be at least 10 years old, call months in advance, and certainly be on time.
Hello, come right in.
How are you this morning?
Glad to have you today.
Melody Young was our tour guide today. She welcomes the group with a briefing on what visitors will see.
We're going to be watching a video. It's about 10 minutes in length, and it's going to show you the 5-step process of how we put together a car or SUV here in Smyrna, Tennessee. If you would like to come on a tour, we do those on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we have a 10 o'clock tour and a 1 o'clock tour. It's free, so that's a good reason to come, and it's very enjoyable.
So it was time to head out to the tram and experience the massive operation up close and personal.
We have 5 steps to that process. We start with stamping. That's where they're stamping out the parts for the vehicles. The second step of the process is body assembly. We have over 900 robots that do our sub-assembly work. Step 3 is paint.
I'm all about paint and detail, and so I liked seeing that process and making sure that, the tour guide says something about the deodorant and making sure that it's very sensitive. They want to make sure that everything is perfect. So I like that part of the tour, for sure.
And then step 4 is trim and chassis, where they're trimming out the vehicles, adding all those important components. And then our final step is pre-delivery, where they're doing all kinds of inspections and tests. So the process from beginning to end is only 24 hours. Pretty amazing, right?
Well, for the first few minutes of the tour, visitors are simply in awe of the cavernous maze of conveyor belts, the massive machinery pounding out parts, and the constant movement of people and materials.
Just to see a car get built from the beginning to end was awesome. Now I understand when you look at the safety points and looking how it is actually manufactured, how a little piece of steel is actually made into this big, beautiful car. It was awesome.
The 24-hour operation requires over 8,000 employees, compared to a few hundred in the first days of assembly plants. But today, lifting, moving, welding, painting, and more are handled by robots. Still, employees make huge impressions as well.
They are super impressed with how friendly the people are that work here. I mean, they're always friendly. Not just the people that I work with, I think the people that are on the tour is just a very, very friendly place to work. I think they really like the 5-step process. They probably enjoy the robot area the best, the body assembly area, because who doesn't like robots?
The robots do 95% of the welding. They make as many as 3,000 welds per vehicle. So at times it does look like a fireworks display with all the sparks flying from the robots doing their sub-assembly work.
And the Nissan facility tour truly is like exploring a small industrialized city of the future, with all its technological advances as well as the basic necessities.
So as we continue down the aisle to our next step, I bet everyone on the tram today has already thought that Nissan is pretty much like a city within a city, because it really is.
When passers-by gazed into the side street windows at Ford's first place, they could see about one car every 30 minutes rolling out the doors. At Nissan, one is driven off the line about every 30 seconds. Quite a change from over a century ago. So if you're assembling a road trip, the Nissan tour takes about an hour and a half. It's truly an interesting investment in time and a unique city within a city to visit in Tennessee.